Ever had a woman you like completely ignore you? You send her a message, wait anxiously for her response, but all you get is nothing. You notice she's active online, sharing posts, yet she's not replying to you. It stings, doesn't it? You begin to doubt yourself. Did I mess up? Was I too forward? You replay every interaction in your mind, searching for answers. But I'm here to tell you, stop. Her silence isn't about you, it's about her. And here's the best part. We're going to turn this moment into your strength. In this video, we'll explore the StoicSynth approach to reclaiming your power. By the end, you'll know exactly how to shift the dynamic when she ignores you and emerge more resilient than ever. Here's the reality. Women often test you. They test you by going silent, observing how you'll handle their distance. This isn't random. If you react with desperation, they gain the upper hand. But if you remain calm, confident, and unshaken, you take control. Today, I'll show you how to master this situation, not by playing tricks, but by becoming the most composed, self-assured version of yourself. Think of this as your ultimate StoicSynth blueprint for navigating rejection like a true Stoic master. Let's dive into the journey. Section 1. Why she's ignoring you and why it's not the point. Let's make one thing crystal clear. When a woman chooses to ignore you, it can feel like a direct blow to your self-esteem, to your identity. You start doubting every step, overanalyzing every text, wondering, what did I mess up? But here's the surprising truth. It's rarely about you at all. In today's dating world, there are layers of subtle games, unspoken motives, and quiet power struggles at play. People, especially in relationships, often seek validation or influence over the other person's feelings. Perhaps she's gauging how much you care by staying silent. Maybe she's testing your limits, seeing how you'll respond to her absence. Or perhaps she's just busy, caught up with her career, friends, or personal challenges. Or, let's be honest, maybe she's not as interested as you hoped. But here's the transformative StoicSynth truth. None of these reasons truly matter. What matters, what really counts, is how you decide to handle her silence. If you're constantly waiting, checking your phone every few minutes, obsessing over why she hasn't responded, you're giving her all the control. You're letting her dictate your emotions, your mood, your sense of worth. That's the last thing you want. This is where StoicSynth becomes your ultimate tool, because Stoic philosophy teaches us a vital lesson. We can't control others' actions, but we can always control our reactions. When she ignores you, don't fall into the trap of overanalyzing or self-doubt. Instead, understand that her behavior is beyond your influence and focus on the one thing you can master, your response. Section 2. Control what you can. The StoicSynth way. So, what should you do when a woman ignores you? First, let's apply a core StoicSynth principle. Distinguish between what you can control and what you can't. You can't force her to reply, but you can decide how you react to her silence. When she goes quiet, don't pursue her. Instead, do nothing. Yes, nothing. This isn't about being petty or ignoring her out of resentment. It's about realizing that you remain unshaken by her lack of response. By choosing to do nothing, you reclaim your power. You show that her actions don't sway your mood, your choices, or your confidence. When she stops replying, it feels like you've lost your footing. But this is where your StoicSynth strength kicks in. You can control your emotional reaction, and that's what truly counts. Many men, in this moment, feel a sense of urgency and might send another message, or worse, send an upset text demanding why she's not responding. This goes against everything Stoicism stands for. StoicSynth is about preserving your calm and dignity, no matter the situation. It's about holding on to your self-respect, showing her that you don't rely on her validation. When you demonstrate that you're unaffected, she'll start to question why. She'll see you as distinct from others. Imagine you've been messaging her, and suddenly she disappears. You're tempted to follow up, to ask what's wrong. Don't. Let her see that you're unshaken. If she wants to stay silent, that's fine. You have your own life to focus on. Section 3. Don't chase. Focus on yourself. When you don't react to her silence with neediness, you show her you're different. You're a man who masters his emotions. Think about a time when you were ghosted after a great conversation or date, and then nothing. Most men would panic, thinking, "What did I do?" Or try to win her attention back by sending another message, seeking her approval. But what if instead you chose to do nothing? What if instead of pursuing her, you turned your focus inward, hit the gym, worked on your goals, and let her silence fade into the background? Not only would this spark her curiosity, but it also strengthens your self-worth. By doing nothing, you actually take back all the control. And if she doesn't reach out again, that's fine. You've already moved forward and grown in the process. Here's your first StoicSynth step, and it's crucial. Instead of fixating on her silence, channel all that energy back into yourself. Her ignoring you isn't a reason to spiral. It's an opportunity, a golden moment to improve your life and level up in meaningful ways. This is the time to invest in your growth, to enhance your mind, body, and ambitions. So what does this look like in practice? Head to the gym and commit to your fitness goals. Focus on those personal or professional dreams you've been delaying, whether it's learning a new skill or starting a project you're passionate about. Dive into hobbies that bring you joy, the things that ignite your spirit. Surround yourself with people who support you and value you for who you are. The more you invest in your own development, the more you'll realize that her silence is insignificant in the bigger picture. In fact, the more you prioritize yourself, the more magnetic you naturally become, not just to her, but to everyone around you. Section 4. The power of self-priority. Remember, women aren't drawn to men who chase them with desperation. They're attracted to men who are focused on their own journey, their own mission, their own growth. Think about a time when you were fully immersed in pursuing your ambitions. Maybe you were training consistently, seeing progress in your fitness, or maybe you were deep into building a project, putting in the hours, making sacrifices, and watching your vision come to life. Or perhaps you were mastering a new skill, improving daily. During those times, waiting for a reply or texting back and forth wasn't even on your radar because you were so focused on becoming the best version of yourself. That's the mindset, the energy you need to bring to every interaction. When you make yourself your top priority, your goals, your happiness, your growth, people can sense it. And guess what? They'll be naturally drawn to you, including her. She'll start to wonder what's different, why you're not reacting, why you've become even more appealing. And all of this happens because you chose to focus on yourself. Section 5. Shift the dynamic with StoicSynth confidence. Let's talk about shifting the dynamic using StoicSynth confidence. When she ignores you, don't pursue her. Let her come to you. But here's the key. Show that you're unshaken, not resentful. It's not about playing games. It's about demonstrating resilience. The moment you stop seeking her approval, the moment you show that her silence doesn't affect you, she'll start to question why. This is crucial. When you stop giving her the attention she expects, you change the entire dynamic. It puts you in control, not by being manipulative, but by showing that you're not swayed by your emotions or her actions. It's not about who messages first, it's about who maintains control. Imagine this. You've texted her a few times and she hasn't replied. You're tempted to send another message, or worse, ask why she's ignoring you. Don't. Instead, let it go. Focus on your life without giving her any more energy. Share updates of yourself. Maybe you're out with friends, training at the gym, or working on your goals, but don't reach out to her. Soon, she'll start to wonder, why isn't he pursuing me? Have I lost him? Is he moving on? And when she eventually reaches out, and she will, respond calmly, with minimal emotional investment. Don't mention her silence. Don't ask why she ignored you. Just act as if nothing happened. You've now shifted the dynamic entirely in your favor, without even trying. You didn't react to her test, and that makes you appear confident, strong, and emotionally grounded. That's the StoicSynth approach. Section 6. Stay grounded and unshaken. One of the biggest mistakes men make when a woman ignores them is losing their composure. They feel anxious, frustrated, or even angry. And let me tell you, this is exactly what you want to avoid. When you lose your calm, you give her all the control. She can sense your emotional turmoil, and it puts her in the driver's seat. The StoicSynth response is clear. Stay grounded, stay composed, and let nothing shake you, no matter what she does. Your mindset should be that of someone who is centered, stable, and emotionally unshakable. This isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about genuinely not letting her actions dictate your emotional state. When you master this level of emotional resilience, you'll notice that not only do you feel better, but you'll also become far more appealing. People, especially women, are naturally drawn to those who radiate calm confidence, who aren't easily rattled by life's small disruptions. In the long run, this grounded nature shows strength, and strength is magnetic. Next time she ignores you, resist the urge to react with emotion or impulsiveness. Instead, take a deep breath, step back, and remind yourself. Her actions don't define your worth or value. You decide how you feel, not her. Instead of overthinking or replaying every interaction, choose an activity that reinforces your sense of calm. Go for a run to release any tension, listen to music that makes you feel unstoppable, or dive into a project that demands your focus and keeps you productive. Section 7. Master detachment, the StoicSynth key. Here's the ultimate StoicSynth move. Master detachment. Whether she replies or not, whether she's interested or not, your peace remains untouched. This is true strength. When you stop caring about the outcome, you free yourself from the emotional ups and downs of dating. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care about her. It means you care more about your own well-being than whether she gives you attention. This mindset shift is essential if you want to reclaim control in any relationship. When you detach, you stop placing your happiness and self-worth in someone else's hands. You take ownership of your emotions and your life. The truth is, when you detach, you stop worrying about what she's thinking, what she's doing, or why she's not replying. You become calm, collected, and in command of yourself. Women, and people in general, are drawn to those who don't desperately seek validation. Detaching from the outcome shows that you respect yourself enough to walk away from any situation that doesn't serve you. You stop feeling anxious or needy, and in doing so, you become someone she respects and is more likely to pursue. Think about a time when you were overly attached to an outcome, maybe a job interview, a date, or a message. The more you worried about the result, the more stressed you became, imagining the worst scenarios. Now imagine releasing all that tension. Picture yourself being okay with any outcome, knowing that no matter what happens, you'll be fine. This is the core of StoicSynth detachment, embracing the mindset that whatever happens is meant to happen, and your peace doesn't depend on others' actions or opinions. When you truly detach from whether she responds, you become free. You no longer feel the need to pursue, to seek, or to validate yourself through her actions. And when you're free, you become incredibly appealing. Freedom from outcomes shows confidence, and confidence is what draws people in. Here's the key takeaway. When a woman ignores you, most men react. They pursue, they overthink, they lose control. But not you, not after today. You now have the StoicSynth tools, mindset, and strategies to shift the dynamic. This is your chance to show that you're unshaken, that you're different. You don't react, you take control. You're calm, confident, and in command of your emotions. And guess what? That makes you not only more appealing, but more powerful in every area of your life. Think about it. How many men let their emotions control them, spiraling the moment they're ignored? You're not that man. You're the one who stays grounded, who focuses on himself, and who lets go of the need for validation. This isn't just about navigating dating. It's about mastering your life. When you master your emotions, you're no longer swayed by others' opinions, actions, or choices. You're free, and that freedom is magnetic. People notice it, women respect it, and most importantly, you feel it. From this moment on, don't just navigate the dating world, master it. Be the man who stays in control, always. If this resonated with you, take the next step. Don't just leave this video and forget what you've learned. Act now. Hit that subscribe button and join the StoicSynth community, where we're committed to mastering our emotions, our relationships, and our lives. Don't wait for the next time she ignores you to start building your strength. Start today. This isn't just dating advice. It's about becoming the man you're destined to be, the man who doesn't react but takes control.